Alright, everyone, what's up? What did we do yesterday? What we did yesterday was implement a new login system for Patreon to the site using zero auth or OAuth, whatever you want to call it, authorization, where you've seen this shit before. You can log in with Google, log in with whatever, rather than using all this other crap right here, like the email and whatnot. But let's do the email shit first. See, enter my email, my password, log in, we validate successful. Flan the man is online. All right, see, and now here, you have all these fields to update your password or change your email and whatnot, and then you have your interest and all this stuff, like normal shit, and then we log out. So instead, if you want to log in with Patreon, you can do it like this. See, it opens up the dialog. I have the new logo. Elegance. I can probably replace that into the Big Darling illustration now. And let's do this. Allow. See, it validates. Okay. And now we are logged in. And when you are logged in via Patreon, you have static data because it is tethered to your Patreon account rather than the sign-up info that you would otherwise use. So that much is good. See, it's working. It's all working. And in profile, instead of having display name right here, it's like you don't have that option anymore. So it's smart. The user interface is smart. It's smart. See, if we log out, put that back in, log back in here. Watch, it's going to change the fields so that you have these options now. And see, you have display name right here. I'm going to update my display name to DS Michael. Save the profile. There we go. Saved profile. I'm going to log out. And that was an example of using two different account types to log into the Dream Shatter. Everyone here at Patreon, of course, is going to experience that ease of access because you don't have to sign up at all. When you log in using Patreon, it'll automatically create your account. And coding something like this would have been such a pain in the ass if ChatGPT and Gemini did not exist. I probably would have needed to bother XamphoFX to make it through my struggles, but even that would be difficult because, passing code back and forth between a repository would just be a big pain in the butt. But with this large language model just available to you so that you can just ask it for the logical flow, if you don't know what it is, it'll just tell you. Not only that, it'll spit the code out at you. When I had to create shit like this a year and a half ago, I didn't have this. So it took me forever to make it to any point where it was like, oh my goodness, I made progress. It was all error checking and trying to figure out what exactly I was doing at all. Now, if you don't know, just ask and the damn thing will tell you. And it's like, okay, we're getting this done by the afternoon. It turns something that would take 2.5 days or potentially more into 12.5 hours. And as long as the large language model is up to date with everything, it's very, very helpful because if you're going to call a different API, for example, Patreon versus the Metropolitan Museum of Art, those two are going to be different things. So it'll tell you how to do the different things. No surprises. We're going to get through this. We're going to make this shit happen. But it doesn't mean that just because it spits code at you, you're not allowed to just remain ignorant. You have to know everything that it does. Otherwise, you won't be able to tell it to fix it or fix it yourself. A lot of the times, I barely ever rely on a large language model to write JavaScript. I usually write most of that stuff myself because I know it well enough. So if you know something well enough, you don't have to use it. But if something is new to you, then it's very, very helpful to have. Or if the data structure starts getting a little bit too complicated for your own head, which is probably not the case for Big Zam here, but for me, I'm not mathematically inclined, so it could get a little bit overly complex for me. Regardless, we're getting shit done here. So the usefulness between a large language model and Stable Diffusion image generation is vastly different. Maybe if you were a systems engineer, it would be completely useless to you. But for me, not so much. I can take advantage of this stuff. And I shall reiterate on the concept, Stable Diffusion to me is like the uselessness of an LLM to an engineer. And you know when you can tell when a large language model is useless to a person? Is if they say that they use NeoVim. You know what NeoVim is? So in order to know what NeoVim is, you have to know what an IDE is. Basically a program where you write your code inside of. So NeoVim is this crazy open source coding environment where you customize absolutely everything about it. You become a wizard of the keyboard once you learn how to use it. Basically, you create your own environment so that the text cursor that moves around on the screen, you let that do whatever the hell you want to do. It's like you want that shit to move down 4 spaces, you let it do down 4 spaces. You want it to move all the way to the left or hit like the third word or the third character. Everything is under your control. You customize everything so that you don't have to use the mouse anymore. That's how crazy that shit is. And anyone who can set that shit up is obviously a wizard. So as a result, that kind of wizardry has you typing at the same rate that this thing can spit code at you. That's how crazy some coders are. And that is their pride. So a large language model, I mean, if they already know all of the concepts, it's like, what's the use, right? Me, I'm not spiffy enough to have that kind of pride. My pride is transferred over to X-Men vs. Street Fighter combos and art, all of the music. I like to play guitar in all of my songs. But for those who don't know about coding pride, today you do. Alright, now for our bonus, let's talk about some social issues relating to getting shit done. This is going to be a good one. It doesn't matter who it's about, but it matters what it's about. So the Dreamstrata was originally supposed to be this weird .com project where there's this pseudo video game like artwork presentation and whatnot, like a gamey art gallery, so to speak. And I even had plans to do that right now in most recent times. It's like I was looking to make the Dreamstrata from then right now, but it's like, nah man, I don't want to do that shit. I just want to do exactly what I'm doing right now. I want to finish the site and then make art and music and just get it out there, put it all in one place so that it's organized, and that's that. And also have a community spot where your stuff is on display at the same capacity, the community posting hub. All the while, I get to curate some of your shit and put it in a special place as well. So you get the normal space and then you get the curated space, which is gonna be a really, really nice thing. Don't worry. As long as you show up and make something, everyone's gonna have their day. Everyone gets a chance to shine, and we rinse and repeat. So yeah, I partnered with this girl who I wanted to stick my dick inside of, and she knew it, but she still played along. No bullshit, playing my ass like the fucking fiddle. After all is said and done, you don't let anybody do that to you. You don't let no fucking girl, no fucking dude, anyone who you're fucking pursuing, don't let that motherfucker or fucking bitch play you. Don't let it happen. But anyways, we partnered up. I did everything, she did nothing, as one would expect. It dissolved very unceremoniously. She was probably getting a big ass kick out of that shit, I'll tell you that much. But that doesn't matter. What does matter, however, I'm trying to make it to a point here. You notice how we're making milestones here? We're getting shit done every single day, making shit happen. This girl, post Dreamstrata, she tried saying some shit like, hey, how about you join my thing? And you be under my wing. I tell you what to do. I had nothing to say at the time, but when I think about that shit now, I cackle like a fucking pirate. like fucking right now. The fuck is just the fuck. Remember what them white girls used to say? I can't even. Oh my god, like I can't even. That I can't fucking even right now, man. Like that shit is fucking odd, bro. Alright, imagine if I didn't have to show her any sort of respect the next time I talk to her. You know what I would say about this? I'd be like, look, bitch, listen up. Listen the fuck up right now. I finished like 7 projects before you even come up with a concept that you'll never even start. So how the fuck am I gonna be fucking under your wing? It's like, how the fuck would that ever work? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Domination versus domineering. Who's the dominator here, right? It's fucking obvious. This fucking girl the whole entire time, through like the relationship plus the project, tried dominating my ass. It's like, that shit makes no fucking sense. Know your place. But yeah, that's it for now. I have a new track coming up. It's a surprise. It's putting me through work. It's turning me into this anti-lazy music composer, and it's making me happy. So when that drops, it'll drop. So I will see you next time in whatever the fuck is coming up next. That's right.